What's up, New England and beyond? Steve Domenico in the Room podcast on this Wednesday night. I'm tongue tied, very tongue tied. It's been a busy week. Christmas was a few days ago, and a huge after Christmas present is to have the one and only good friend of mine and incredible bantamweight pro fighter in New England, 6-2, John Douma in the house, brother. Man, it's been a while.
What's up, Steve? Yeah, it's good to be back, man. It's always a pleasure.
Dude, usually I have you in here with a couple of other training partners, but it's the holidays, a lot's going on, people are busy. But I appreciate you giving me some time between Christmas and New Year's, man. A busy time of the year, man.
Yeah,
How was your
yeah.
How was your Christmas, bro?
It was COVID kind of messed it up a little bit this year, but I don't want to get into the details. But other than that, just glad to be back. Normal schedule, normal training. So ready to go for this super fight I got coming up.
Yeah, speaking of super fights, John, it isn't your first one. We're talking about RCS Promotions. January 22nd, you will have a matchup there with a bunch of other friends of yours that we'll talk about in a little while. But John, man, 2021 was pretty busy for you, not only for grappling but for MMA. I believe you had a couple of MMA fights, came
Yeah,
away with wins, and a couple of at least two big grappling matches. You might have had more, but man, it's been busy, man. How was your year all in all? And what do you think about it as far as the work you got?
yeah, it was good. Definitely. I mean, it was busy. It probably could have been a little busier. I think it was still kind of weird early 2021 with COVID messing things up, but yeah, I mean, I between grappling matches and MMA fights, I went undefeated. So that's always a goal every year. Um, yeah, it was a good year. I'm hoping to do more of that in 2022. Maybe a little bit more fights, a couple more grappling matches. But that's the plan.
Well, as we know, 2021, we were just starting to get back into the regional circuit and, fights taking off here. But we always had the grappling. There was a lot of grappling going on during, kind of the shutdown. That was one of the first kind of things that were being done with
Yeah,
tournaments and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. So there was a lot of fighters like you that, mainstream MMA fighters, Bellator fighters, some UFC fighters getting on the mats just to stay busy, just to feel that competitive edge, man. Did that help you along? I mean, I know, you did fight a couple of times in 2021, but you got to compensate, your lack of the cage time with the mat time. How much did that help you as far as the fire to compete?
yeah, yeah. The fire was always there throughout. I mean, because we were still training and everything, but like just to get me back in like that competition mindset was good. Because I did the early, what was it, March? I did that Enigma combat jiu-jitsu fight. And then like I think the night before that match, I got a call about the Bellator fight that I ended up fighting with Will Smith. So like it was pretty cool because like I didn't have anything going on, so I like, yeah, I'll do like a camp for this combat jiu-jitsu
Yep.
fight, get myself in good shape, eat right, do all the good things, and then like rolled right into work perfectly right into that Bellator fight. So there was no like breaking anything. Um, yeah, the same thing kind of happened the second time around because I did have like a little bit of a layoff um, in between those two fights, and then I had like the whole summer was kind of nothing really happened. Then in the fall, I had a top level pro grappling match, and then right after that, I rolled into that CES fight. So like I've been on a pattern
Yeah.
of super fight. Gets me going, and
Yeah.
then I go right into the fight. It's been nice.
Yeah. Excellent. And to go back to
Yeah,
that,
so it's consistent.
to the Enigma competition there, where you did a combat jiu-jitsu, John, I have to say, man, that that video, as far as that clip, the whole video, but just the clip of what was going on there between you and Johnny Cupcakes, man. Dude,
Oh
that
yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah.
video, I mean, that video is, I have to say, is on the majority of the biggest jiu-jitsu business pages on Instagram. Like, it got stolen by everywhere. It's everywhere. It had, people shit talking about it, like not understanding what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Johnny Cupcakes making it into something like that. But it's
That was your video, right?
yeah, it
You
was.
took the
Yeah,
video?
that video clip was mine.
Mhm.
Enigma actually had a stream, a real beautiful one with the camera work.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I put that
But you
out.
actually took
Yeah,
that.
I put that out right away because I was right
Yeah.
there interviewing. And that dude, man, I would say it's got millions of views right now because it was pretty, you know.
Yeah, Johnny's a wild man.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, it's people like that kind of stuff.
So, John, as far as that, was that the first time you ever did combat jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the first time I ever was offered a combat jiu-jitsu fight or saw one. Yeah, and it was fun. It was like MMA. Like it's weird because at first you're thinking like, oh my God, I'm getting slapped. This is so weird. And then you just kind of like start rolling and you're like, oh yeah, this isn't any different than MMA. But it was kind of like it was weird at first. Like you almost get like offended when you get slapped across the face. It's like, what the hell? This is stupid. But then like you collect yourself and it's all the same stuff.
Yeah, it's like a Diaz thing, man. That's why they slap you in the face. It's like to disrespect you, man. Yeah, and like
even like I even knew it was coming.
Yeah,
and it's still like, oh, this is disrespectful.
Well, you took right over after that was happened. I mean, you went into your jiu-jitsu, your jiu-jitsu game and just finished it there. Kudos to Johnny. He's been doing a lot in 2021 too, man. And like you said, man, that's Johnny. He puts on a show no matter what he's doing. So, John, you did that the other grappling. Now that was on a stage, right? Or a high rise. Is that, do you like that better, or is there a no difference to you? Or what's the difference between that and a mat?
You can't wrestle on that stage. I thought I was gonna fall off and break my leg. Like it was, I understand why they did it. But like right underneath it was like that puzzle mat. Like if you fall, you're falling. And I think some people fell. But like as soon as you get on, you're like, oh man, this is small. And like I didn't want to do any wrestling. So it just wasn't like, it wasn't ideal. Once we were grappling, then we just stayed on the ground the whole time. But it just, I didn't like the stage. I mean, but I understand. I know they got to do it because it's a show. And everybody's got to see. So
well, in higher competitions like EBI and stuff, I would imagine that the platform's huge. I mean,
those are way bigger.
All right,
and they got something like underneath, so in case you do fall.
Yeah, well, I'm sure down the line they're gonna add to it and stuff like that. But I mean, trying to do that when that's in your mind. I mean, there's so much going on already, and you're on an unstable surface or something you're not sure about. What's going through your mind? And does that like give up a little edge because you can't implement exactly what you want to do because you got to worry about the outcome if you fall out or whatever?
Well, I hate saying this, but with so like you get like a timed match in jiu-jitsu, wrestling's kind of a waste of time. And I'm a wrestler. I hate saying that, but if I have like this one, I'll have 7 minutes. I think that one I had 15 minutes. Wrestling, it doesn't matter. Everything's gonna happen on the ground either way, and I'm comfortable on my back or on top, whatever position I'm in. So I want to use all those 15 minutes to figure out your game and try to start breaking you down and game position. If I'm using, the first couple minutes to especially this is only 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So if I use like 2-3 minutes here trying to wrestle, then that gives me, only a couple of minutes to try to figure out this guy's game, see what he's going to do, try to counter things. It kills me to say, because I love wrestling, but it's kind of a waste of time. So if this time it is on a stage, then I just go to the ground. I don't really care where I end up.
Excellent. Well, John, let's get to the matches here that you're going to be at on the 22nd. You are going onto the mats with a bunch of training partners. I don't have all their posters or their matchups because there's so many of you coming out of Triforce. I know, the majority of the MMA fighters, but the jiu-jitsu guys coming out of there, you're grooming them every other month. So.
Yeah. We're cracking them out of
Yeah, exactly. It's too hard to like handle here. So I'm gonna throw that up here. But for some of the bigger names, the MMA guys here, you got Dion Rubio, you have who else? We have Richie Santiago, we have Tyrene the Dream, even though I don't think he likes that name anymore.
He's keeping that name.
Is he? I was gonna say
That's his name.
You named him that, John. I mean that's the best name in the world. And then you have Leon.
Leon's on it. Yep.
And he's taken on like an amazing dude here, like a matchup he's been trying to get for a long time, man. To challenge his game, man. How's it feel to go into battle with all the? I mean, you're usually doing it in MMA because CES and stuff like that, local organizations in MMA. You guys maybe have 2 or 3 trainer partners on the card. This is the same thing here, man. You have all these trainer partners. Are you guys kind of grappling together a little more intensely to get?
What? Honestly, there's no difference. There's no difference. We like a Tuesday night, like because we'll use a Tuesday night in Triforce because it's a no-gi thing and we all do no-gi. Is like just animals going at it all the time anyway. Like this, we're always trying to kill each other. It's just for bragging rights in the gym. So it doesn't matter that there's something coming up or whatever. We're still going at it, and everybody shows up like it's that. But you can do that Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Thursday. Like it's every night there. So not much can change.
That's awesome, man.
Plus, we always got guys coming training for fights. So we're training like that. Like we're kind of grinding down there. But that's why we're pushing out so many guys.
Oh, of course. High caliber on like the mats and in the cage. Dude, as far as Matty Franco, I mean, he's it's almost an affiliate. I mean, you guys kind of like intertwine here and there with Regiment. I mean, Regiment's a family kind of, you guys sparred with them, man. How's it feel do you know Matty? I mean, I've known Matty just from the amateur circuit and the Regiment guys, but do you know him really?
No, I mean, I know, obviously, we've both been around forever, so I know Matty, but I've never grappled with him, so it'll be interesting to see what he knows. I know, I mean, his teammates are, a lot of my training partners, like Chris, Mitch. So, I know what those guys bring. So, I know they're not training with a bunch of slouches. So.
Excellent, my man. Well, it's
Matty must know something.
It's like almost in the gym with your training partners there, bragging rights. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I mean, it's just grappling. You know what I mean? People lose, win and lose grappling matches all the time. Except for you, John, you're undefeated right now in 2021, maybe beyond.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't hear you losing any matches in 2020. I think 2019. Didn't you do some couple?
I didn't fight any matches in 2020.
Yeah, but in 2019, didn't you do a Cage Titans or a couple of things like that? Jump into a couple little things?
Oh yeah. No, that was in 2020. That was 2019. I think all 2020 was shut out.
Yeah, that was all shut down. Yeah, I think I meant 2019. But you're on a roll everywhere.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Well, dude, the last time I did talk to you was at CES when you had a quick finish in there, man. Your fight before that was you talked about fighting Will Smith. How cool was it to get back to CES? I know it's not, the lights and the action from Bellator, but it is where you got your start, and it is where you and a lot of your training partners, have had a lot of your battles. How cool was it to get back into their cage and, on Fight Pass? At least you're getting seen.
Yeah. CS is always fun. It's like the fights in town, because it's always here. So everybody's always excited about the CES fights coming around. And they always treat me well. So it was good. It was fun to get back in there. And now I have a goal. I'm working towards UFC, and I think CES is gonna be one of the better platforms to get me there. So we're working together on that.
Most definitely, my man. You're 6-2 right now. You're on a 2-fight winning streak. You're busy as fuck. You had 2 wins in 2021 in your 2 fights in MMA. You're 2-0 at least in grappling, and you slap so, whatever that was. I wish I had
Yeah.
some. I wish I had some like comments from the Instagram. They were fucking amazing. Some of it was amazing,
Oh
man.
man,
Dude.
yeah.
You know how many fights I got in with people? Like they were like, these people don't know what they're doing. I'm like,
Yeah, you have no idea. But people don't even know what combat jujitsu is. I mean, I can imagine if that was the first time you ever saw combat jujitsu, you'd be like, "What is this
Yeah,
stupidity?"
exactly. And when, especially
And,
when,
and you didn't see the whole other match. Like there
yeah,
was a lot of good stuff that happened that match.
yeah, that
Really.
match was great. It was a great
Um,
match.
so from me and Johnny, so it's just funny that little clip was at the end. So that's all people see. But that's all people look at anyway. Nobody wants to
dude,
take the time.
I got the beans. That was the best, not the best
With the
clip, man.
beans.
There was a lot of good shit going on there, but that was like,
Yeah.
and what's cool was, if people investigate and see what it was, I mean, it was so fun, cool at the end when you had the dominant position, you were putting on the finish, and you're right there in front of your coach Pete, and he's right there in your ear, and it was really cool, and the camaraderie and just the sportsmanship after the match was just amazing. You know what I mean?
It was good, and it was so nice that like I said, that was the first time I've been training, or I mean, competing since the year. The first time of the year, the first time I've been in like a crowd, like with other people. Like that was like the first time we got out was that fight. So it was it was pretty special. It was fun.
Excellent.
They put on a good show at Enigma.
Well, dude, you got anything planned for New Year's? I know you don't have to cut weight. It's not like getting ready for a high profile MMA fight to further along your way to the UFC. But as far as New Year's, you doing anything? I know you're almost a married man now and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna wing it. Like I always do. I don't have any plans. I'm probably gonna stay home and fall asleep before midnight.
Sounds like my plan too, bro. As far as like, I know you're doing a lot of fishing. You still working for the down at the water in Narragansett. You still there?
Yeah. I'm still grinding over there. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll be fighting full time sometime soon. Working towards that.
Well, what are you thinking about that, dude? You're 6-2. We'll finish off in that MMA. Grappling's all fun and stuff but that's not going to get you paid. You know what I mean? As far as
it's not the real business.
Far as in 2022, as far as staying busy, active, CES. I don't think they have a card until March or something like that. Are you like, other than maybe Bellator calling you, is it Bellator, CES, or UFC, and nothing else, or is there other options in there that if it tempts you and it's the right matchup, you'll take?
If the price is right, yeah. Anything, money talks for anybody. But right now, so if I get a call from Bellator, that's I'm gonna do that just because right now they're paying me the most. But I think I got a good relationship with CES, to try to get in the UFC. I got a good relationship with them, so they take care of me, I take care of them. I put on good fights, so work together to get in the UFC that way. So there's two avenues I can go, but I mean, ultimate goal is UFC. I've done Bellator. That's fun over there, but I'm trying to fight with the best of the best, so that's what we're going for. So anybody that's gonna help me get there, that's what I'm fighting with.
Excellent, my man. A couple of more things. A lot of stuff going on with the new Khabib promotion there, Eagle. Did you see Jorgen just got signed by them?
Mm-hmm.
Some other big high profile fighters from Rashad Evans. UFC guys, not the elite of the elite anymore, but still some fucking really good caliber fighters that can bring in the fans and get some really excitement in there. Man, are you, as far as an MMA fighter, does that make you excited that you're seeing, other promotions, especially from, retired UFC fighters making these promotions who actually know what's going on in the fighters? Does that give you like hope that there's so many more options for you guys out there?
Yeah, I mean, that's I don't know if anybody's going to be as big as UFC ever. We'll see. I mean, if it happens, then I'll go there. But yeah, I mean, it definitely gives you hope, but it's, right now, every the best of the best are fighting UFC, so that's where, that's what I'm eyeing. Plus Eagle FC's in Russia, right?
Yeah, I guess. I
I
don't know.
ain't going over
Yeah.
there. There's no way
Fucking
I'm ever
cold.
going to
It's
Russia to
cold
fight.
over there all the time, John. We don't
No,
want to.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. Unless it's the UFC, I'm not fighting in
No,
Russia. And I don't
dude,
even
you're fucking 25 years old, man. You're 6-2. You're bantamweight. You're under a great management, under a great team, man. You can call your shots right now. You have a great job. You got a great woman, great life right now. So, man, take your time. Do your thing. Grapple, beat people up. And, whatever comes next, man, you deserve, bro. Glad to see it, man, at a young age. All the shit going for you and the options you have, man.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's what we're going for. So
Awesome,
just
I mean.
taking it a fight at a time.
Well, dude, next time I see you, hopefully it'll be fight news as far as MMA news. I can have you down here with a couple of other fighters. I know Dion will have something. Tyreen the Dream. Tyreen the
We're all working
Dream,
towards something. So
that dude, you guys are all going to have something going on in early 2022, man. So, John, last thing, you want to say shout outs, thank yous, social media, all that good stuff. And I'll let you get out of here and enjoy your night and get ready for the new year.
shout out Triforce, everybody over there. Shout out my boxing coach Vic, Top Game Management. That's it. You can follow me on Instagram, John Douma, and that's it.
Now you said boxing coach Vic Fagnan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the man. I've been working with him for last 3 fights. He's changed like everything about my boxing game. So
he's amazing.
He's the man.
That's the name of boxing right there. Well, John, man, great catching up with you, bro. Thank you so much for the time in the holidays here, man. And I'll see you on the 22nd. It's going to be a busy day for me. Do you know what time this show starts? Is there any info, though, as far as when it starts or anything like that?
I hear main card's at 9, and I think I'm like the third to last fight, so I'll probably be fighting at like some ungodly hour. But that's it. That's all I really know. I got to talk to Nick and figure things out.
Cool. John will be showing up at 8 o'clock.
Well, everybody.
John will be showing up at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you guys at midnight.
All right, John, man. You have a happy new year, bro, and enjoy everything, man. And I'll see you definitely down the line, man. We'll talk and we'll have another chat, bro.
All right, good. Always good catching up with you, Steve. I'll see you soon, man.
All right, my man. You have a good one.
All right, you too.
Later. Bye. Well, there you go. I gotta shut that up. There we go. All right, John Douma in the house. All right, let me get rid of all that. Oh my God. So, I was supposed to have Nick from RCS Promotions on, but I think he ran into some difficulty. So I'm just gonna put his poster up here right for now, and I'm just gonna let you know because this is what John and I were speaking about, where John will be competing next. What I do with the poster? What I do with the poster? What I do with it? There it is. So just to throw this up there, man, it's a great event. There's gonna be 100,000 fucking matches there with some great fighters. Some fighters being flown in. Chris Shigoli from 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu will be there as the main event against Mr. Fowler here, who I believe is a prodigy motherfucker beast on the mats. With that said, listen, next week, where am I? Shut that down. Next week, how do I shut that off? Where is that? All right. Thank you, everyone. So next week, I'm hoping to have Travis and Lars on and talk about the New England MMA rankings and the you know the tally, and we're gonna have a whole podcast on it. I don't know. At this point right now, I'm just like fumbling words. I'm tired, and I want to get the hell out of here and get ready for my New Year's. So, with that said, let me just get one more thing on Instagram here. New England MMA. Where are we? There we are. I just want to let you know that we have so many things you need to join. We have New England Mixed Martial Arts on Instagram. Please follow us there. Please give us some shares. We got a ton of stuff there. Let's go to YouTube. We have our YouTube channel. I think somebody just subscribed to the YouTube channel also. So where's our videos? There's the video from tonight. We got a ton of content on here. You see this subscribe button right up here? Let me lower that right there. You see this right here? Someone just subscribed. I'm really loving this right now. So as you can see, we have a ton of videos up here. Chris Motino, who's going to be fighting soon. Sean Schubert, who fought recently for Lion Fight. We had Chip the Surgeon. What else we got here? Steve Walker got to interview Tom DeBlas. John Persner, who will be fighting tomorrow night. He has a super grappling match. We got all the CES stuff here. Jorgen De Castro, like we said. Tyrone De Silva, Jorgen De Castro, congratulations for getting that Eagle FC call up. Billy Goff. We got a lot of shit up here, so people, please follow New England MMA. And that's about it. Everyone, have a happy new year, and I'll see you in 2022. Remember, we will be doing 2 to 3 shows a week. I will be having people in the podcast, out of the podcast, doing a million interviews with a million different people of a million walks of life. I plan to stay busy. I plan to not stop. I plan on I don't know what I do. I plan on just talking until my ears fall off. So with that said, thank you everyone, and we'll see you next week.